We have the QuaranTourney here. That sounds like a Johnny Hart invention, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
QuaranTourney. That sounds like a Johnny Hart invention. He's clever like that.
He's a good guy, that Johnny Hart.
He also probably picked our number 1 seed, which is the Sandlot. Now, Dylan and I disagree on this. But, as I said, the Sandlot is kind of like Duke, right? They're pretty good. They're this year's Duke. Pretty good, but...
Hey, I'd rather be this year's Duke than this year's North Carolina.
Well, yes. They're not in the bracket.
They're basketball.
What's a really bad baseball movie? Basketball's not one. Actually.
Baseball's not bad.
No, there's some bad ones. Major League 3. That's bad.
Anything past Major League 1.
Definitely 3. That one's not in there. But now I have to go through it. So I guess I can work our way up here. So we'll go through the middle of the bracket here. Okay. Maybe let's start with an 11 versus 6. Everybody always picks an 11 over a 6. So have a basically a semi-ish documentary at 11. Not sure how the FCC works on that. So the battered
bees.
Baseball, yeah, or a League of Their Own. I know League of Their Own is profoundly silly, but There's No Crying in Baseball is great.
Anything with Tom Hanks is automatically.
Gina
just
Davis
vaulted
actually
up.
was an Olympian twice, so she's athletic. And I have a soft spot. My grandmother during World War II played in Denver's version where the women played baseball back in the 40s.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, she hated softball. Oh. Don't get a discussion about girls playing softball. You get one right up in the coconut. Bad idea. So I'm going with the League of Their Own. That's where we're going there. Going that way. Let's go to the 5 and the 12. 12 seed there's always a 12 seed that wins, right? It's going to happen here too. Number 5 seed is Moneyball, which is good. It's good. But number 12 is 61. And if you haven't seen 61.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Written and directed by Billy Crystal, who you wouldn't think of. Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris. It's their story. And the two guys they casted, by the way, Barry Pepper as Roger Maris and Thomas Jane as Mickey Mantle, look like they're clones of the real life guys. It's amazing. So the 12 seed wins. 61.
Over Moneyball?
Oh, yeah. By the way, this is the definitive one. All the others are wrong. Just letting y'all know.
It's the only close one?
No, I'm just saying the bracket I'm going to go through here is the correct one, and all the others are wrong. Dylan. So we'll go to number 9 versus number 8. You have The Pride of the Yankees and Baseball by Ken Burns. One of these is a lot longer than the other. Gary Cooper as Lou Gehrig, turned the famous Lou Gehrig speech into legend. Consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. And Babe Ruth played Babe Ruth in that movie, by the way. Kind of interesting. But Ken Burns' baseball is extraordinary. You don't have documentaries that make that kind of footprint. So that one wins. Okay, let's go to 7 versus 10. Now, this is tricky. These are sort of similar. There's a vibe here. Major League is number 7. I've seen this movie roughly 448 times. And The Bad News Bears, not a remake, the one with Walter Matthau, Tatum O'Neal, 76. Pretty amazing. That's a tough one. Have you seen either of these, Dylan?
I've actually seen both of them.
Okay, good.
But you're right. It's very.
We're quarantined. You're quarantined in the booth, quarantined in the studio.
Right.
Only one in each room, social distancing, which is good because if you were going to say you hadn't seen either, I would throw something at the glass. All right. So what are you picking?
I think the remake of Bad News Bears almost ruins the original, so I'm going to go with Major League.
That's fair. Nothing beat. I actually literally own a shirt. I'll probably wear in this somewhere, but it says, it's bad luck to steal Joe Boo's rum. So, yeah, Major League. With all due respect for the Bad News Bears. Okay. So now you get the two middle ones, Field of Dreams and 8 Men Out. Now, 8 Men Out is really good, but come on, Field of Dreams. It makes grown men cry. Don't pretend you didn't, by the way. I know you did.
I didn't, because I haven't seen it.
Well,
and yes, I'm well aware that there's glass here that prevents you from smacking me.
You can't vote anymore, Dylan. Sorry. So Field of Dreams. We're moving on. No more votes from Dylan. That was that. Okay, 42 and The Natural. These are amazing. The Natural is kind of almost legendary with Robert Redford in it. I will say this. The Natural does not end like the book ends, and it completely changes it. And far be it for me to criticize Robert Redford, but little long in the tooth for the ball player.
To be fair, wasn't the ball player a little long in the tooth?
Right. True. After Barbara Hershey shot him. But I'm going to go with 42, which is a tremendous modern baseball movie. Tremendous. Then we'll go to the number 15 versus number 2. Okay. Ball player Pelotero, about the Dominican. That's actually. Do you ever see Hoop Dreams? This is baseball Hoop Dreams in the Dominican. It's phenomenal. It's really good. That said, it's not Bull Durham. Breathing out of the third eyelid, like the lizards of the Galapagos. Bull Durham. So that leads us to number 1. Number 16, and For Love of the Game, which would be the second, by the way, Kevin Costner movie on the list. Michael Cera written. Vince Scully is in it and is phenomenal. Makes it work. And the beloved Sandlot. Dylan wants to vote for the Sandlot, and I get it. Sandlot's fine. It's fine. But everyone's going to vote for that. It's not that great. It's 2018 Virginia. You remember what happened to 2018 Virginia? Anybody? Everyone assumed no problem. And then they ran into UMBC. University of Maryland, Baltimore County. And the Retrievers knocked off the Cavs. That's happening here. I'm going For Love of the Game. Forget that number 1. No, not happening. Nope.
Come on, Sean.
No.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
That's fine. Enjoy the movie, but it doesn't move on in mine. And I have the microphone. So that's how this works, Dylan. You didn't get to see all these. So that's what we're doing. You can go through the rest on your own. Make sure you go to 104 Through the Fan, check out the QuaranTourney, and vote. I gave you already the correct first round, so I just made it real easy.